guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little chatty get ready with me. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I am probably not going to talk through every single product that I use just because that would take a long time. But I am using the Elemis Pro-Collagen Marine Oil. I have this little guy of it and I have been loving it lately. So I'm gonna put that on before I put anything else on. My skin has been insanely dry lately and I've just been kind of putting this directly onto my skin. I wanted to film this video like as soon as the new year started because I put a post up on my Instagram on New Year's Eve and I saw a lot of people sharing like their top 9 photos from the year. That's kind of like a big thing that happens on Instagram, and like obviously Instagram is a highlight reel of people's lives, but I don't know, I just felt like after 2020 so many people had such a rough year and I wanted to like reinforce the fact that it is just a highlight. And then I never ended up filming this video and I wish I would have, because I don't know if I have as many thoughts about it as I did then now. I'm also just gonna put this out there right now. My nose is all red. Well, my whole face is red from putting that lotion or that oil on, but my pregnancy congestion is real, and so if I sound congested, that's why. It's the worst at night and in the morning, and it's morning, so I'm very, very congested. Anyway, I wanted to just, I don't know, have like a real conversation with you guys. I asked you on Instagram if you had any questions or topics you wanted me to talk about. I want to do these like girl chat videos maybe like once a month this year because I don't know, I like to connect with you guys. Ever since I've posted my pregnancy content, I feel like you guys have gotten closer to me in a way because I've been very honest about all of my feelings around it. So I kind of want to just continue that this year and share, I don't know, more. I just pulled up that post that I put on Instagram to pull up the topics that you guys wanted me to talk about, and a lot of them were asking about the house updates that we're doing. So I started posting, I think last summer, about us doing a little refresh to our kitchen, which we are still working on. We started swapping out the appliances last summer, and then I'm trying to think of everything that we've done so far. So a couple of years ago I painted the cabinets in the kitchen, like way before I met Adam, and then last summer we started swapping out the appliances, and then earlier, well, I guess last year now, we got new countertops in the fall, I think, and we still need to pick out a backsplash, but we've done more things to like the side door area where you come into the kitchen. So it's turned into a bigger project than we initially thought it would be. And our kitchen, the countertops they look into the dining room, and they used to have a like step up, so there were bar stools. So we leveled it all so that I would open it up more, and we ended up replacing the stools, which I am in love with the stools that we got. And so we're not done with it. And then we decided to add a bathroom upstairs because we don't have a bathroom upstairs. And let's be real, I'm getting up like 3 times a night right now and coming downstairs to pee, which is so annoying. So we are in the process right now of adding the bathroom, and because of that we had to open up a wall in the kitchen for the plumbing, so we couldn't do the backsplash or paint and finish up that part of the kitchen until the plumbing is done and the wall can be repaired, and then we can repaint and put a backsplash up, and then we're basically done with the kitchen. I've been filming the entire process literally since last summer, so I will have a video. I thought it would be done a long time ago, but that is not done. So as far as the kitchen goes, we've the only things we kept were, well, the cabinets because I had already painted them, and then the floor we didn't do anything to, and we also didn't change the layout at all. I'm gonna mix two colors of this. I'm mixing Fiji and Santa Fe. Santa Fe is my more typical shade, but I am pretty fair right now. I'm basically at my fairest. This is like the time of the year that my skin is definitely at the most fair that it gets, so I'm mixing the two. And then as far as the bathroom goes, the plumber was here all day yesterday. I wanted to film, but they were here from like 8:30 to almost 6. So, and they're coming back today for a little bit. I think probably this afternoon just to finish up. They said they have like an hour to an hour and a half left. So they're just doing the rough plumbing, and then Adam is going to do the rest of the plumbing, like for the fixtures and stuff. So it's framed. It was a closet, just so you know, like which I'm filming this entire process as well, so there will be a video on this when it's done. We're hoping to have it done kind of like by the beginning of February, but it was a closet, and we knocked the closet out and then pushed the wall over so that there would be room for a bathroom. We were initially going to do a half bath, but decided to do a full bathroom because we only have one bathroom here, so adding another full bathroom will really help our resale value because we're not planning on staying here for that long. And I think it'll just be nicer to have another full bathroom in the house in general. And then, so the framing is done. The plumbing will be done by the end of the day today. Well, the rough plumbing. And then we've placed orders for everything else, like the tile, the fixtures, the mirror. We need to place an order for the vanity top still. And then what else? Our light, like the towel rack, all of those things. We've placed all of those orders. So all of that stuff should be in semi soon. And then as far as the closet that was up there, that was Adam's closet. The ceilings up there are sloped, and so he put a closet, I mean that's not done yet either, but he's putting a closet on the other side of the hallway, like into the sloped ceiling, so it'll be kind of like a built-in closet in the room, which will be nice. So that project is also underway. The house is like kind of a construction zone at the moment, but it is what it is. I also got quite a few questions about SB, which if you are unfamiliar, SB is my brand, and I got questions about how long it took me to be able to live off of the SB income, like off of my SB income, and I don't. I've had it for a few years now, and I do have an assistant that helps me with both SB and like YouTube social media stuff, but I have both YouTube income and SB income. I think obviously it totally depends on, everyone's brand is different on how quickly you know, build everything up, but I think for the most part, a lot of brands, it's a slow build. It's not something that you're going to open a new company and be living off of your income anytime soon. I also like to put the majority of the money that I make back into the business so that I can create more products, expand, and I think that's kind of like the smart way to go if you're trying to build a business for the long term. If you want a short term, then I've seen a lot of people talking about how they pay themselves right away. That was just not the case for me. So I don't currently live off of only SB income. I have SB and my YouTube, social media, all of that. I also think it's important to say that if you don't love, like, and I'm talking about like love, dedication, the business that you're doing, you likely will have a harder time being successful. There's so much that goes into it that no one will ever see. Like one day last week, I spent almost the entire day, got some exciting things in the works, but I spent almost the entire day working on applying for different business licenses that I needed. Like, and then I had to wait because some things weren't open on different websites because of the hours. So it took me like a day and a half probably to get all of the things done that I needed to get done. It's tedious and there's so much that goes into it that if you don't absolutely love it, you will definitely get burned out from it. And it's like one of my biggest concerns right now is what I'm going to do once our little baby gets here, because right now I work probably like 60 to 70 hours a week. I don't really take days off. I work on the weekends, I work in the evenings, I work all the time, and I am fine with that because I'm in the phase of building my businesses. But if you are not into that, then I don't know that running a business is for you. I think that 2020 made a lot of people realize that they wanted to do something for themselves instead of working for someone else, which I totally get. I'm in that boat too, and I've worked for myself for quite a few years now, and I would not have it any other way. But I think that it's so much more work than working for someone else's. And times like my first trimester when I was super tired and I wasn't able to get as much done, I personally take a hit for that because I didn't have as much time to put into my job. And I think a lot of people, if you are working a 9-to-5 job or whatever it is, if you're tired at work, it doesn't affect your paycheck at all. So there's just a lot more that goes into it than I think that people realize. Like, if I'm not posting videos, I'm not making money, I'm not getting views, I'm not having ads, and my audience isn't growing. If I'm not creating new products, if I'm not trying to expand SB, then it stays stagnant, and eventually your inventory runs out, and that's just, what else are you gonna sell? Okay, back when I got this, it's from Mercier. It is the bronzer in Soleil 1. It's the matte bronzing powder. I got this, I wanna say over the summer last year, and it was too light for me, but I have been using it nonstop. I did my declutter and I decided that I would keep it to try it out again, and I feel like it's perfect for my winter skin color. So yeah, I definitely love it. I like that it's matte. I think it's a really beautiful color and it blends out really nicely. So I just had to give this a shout out. I think it's probably gonna make my January favorites because it is just, it has been the powder or the bronzer that I've been using every single day since I tried it out again. I almost decluttered it, and now I'm so glad that I did not. So yeah, anyway, I think in the end, I first go in with this side and kind of like do a little contouring, and then I go in with this side and kind of blend it and diffuse it all out. Anyway, I think that if you want to start a business, you absolutely should, but I think that you should have a business plan. You should know I guess kind of what you're getting into, because it's way more work than anyone will tell you, and it's way more time consuming, and it's not something that you're just going to open up and be an overnight success. I know there's a quote that says something like, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Okay, maybe there are a lot of them, but it says sometimes it takes years for a person to become an overnight success, or I start early and I stay late day after day, year after year. It took me 17 years, 114 days to become an overnight success. The moral of the story is, one day you're not making it and the next day you're making it. That does not mean that you are an overnight success. So do not let social media fool you and think that, you know, you see these people who blow up on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and yes, those people are 1 in a million. There are so many creators out there that have taken years and years and years to get to where they are right now. And a lot of, I mean, God, I would be curious to know what the percentage of people who start YouTube and never get to even like 1,000 subscribers would be, or like 10,000 subscribers. The first 1,000 subscribers were by far the hardest subscribers that I have ever gotten. I think it took me like 2 years maybe to get to 1,000 subscribers. And now, I mean, not that subscribers are coming super easily. I'm still not even at 50,000, but subscribers are coming in way quicker and easier. The more your videos are viewed, the more subscribers you have, the more your YouTube and the algorithm will show your videos to people. Anyway, I don't think it's fair to say that anyone is an overnight success, or expect that if you start a business that, you know, in 2 months you're just going to be making way more money than you made at your full-time job, because more than likely that will not be the case. But I do think that you can be successful and live a life that you love or that's more fulfilling if you do have the desire to work for yourself. I think there's some people that are really good at it and some people that aren't. There's people who think that working for themselves, like the biggest draw is that they can make their own schedule. And yes, you can, but I've taken way less vacation time since working for myself than I ever did working for someone else. Buxom sent me their new White Russian collection, and it came with this eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to use this. I've actually tested it out a couple of times, and the packaging is beautiful. I love the the blush pink. This actually comes with 2 colors for your cheeks as well. Oop. This one says it's for the top of your cheeks, and this one is a regular blush, and then 6 eyeshadows. The one thing that I wish this palette had is another matte deeper shade. These 4 shades are all shimmers, and then these 2 are matte, so I wish that there was a deeper matte shade, but other than that, I think the colors are absolutely beautiful. So I am going to use this on my eyes today. I'm just going to get the creases out and then blend all of it out. I'm going in with Take a Dip first, just to get all of the creases out and set my eyelids. It's just the lightest color. Every time I've done a Chatty Get Ready with me and I'm sharing eyeshadows, somebody gets mad at me for not showing what colors I'm using, so this is for you. I will let you know the colors that I'm using, just so that if you are interested in this palette, you know what I do. It's going to be a super simple look because I am filming a couple of videos today, so I want a neutral look. I'm actually filming the first try on haul that I have filmed going in with Decadent. With the same brush, I'm just going to put it in my crease. But I am filming my first try on haul since announcing my pregnancy. I have not filmed a try on haul basically because I started to gain weight, and then I obviously hadn't told everyone that I was pregnant, and then I just started feeling a little bit more uncomfortable, so I didn't want to until, I don't know, I was feeling more comfortable. I wasn't really in the headspace to be filming try on hauls and showing different clothes on me, which I don't know how it'll be once I actually start filming it, but either way, I am excited to get back into doing try on hauls and videos like that because fashion videos are kind of my favorite ones to do. I, if you don't know, went to school for fashion, and I don't know what caused me to start my channel on makeup and beauty more than fashion, because fashion is definitely something I'm more interested in than makeup is. So I don't know, I just feel like maybe I just thought that was like the thing to do when I started, so I just went with beauty, but clothing videos are my favorite. I'm gonna swatch these 3 colors to see which one I want to do on my lids, just because I want to do something super simple. I'm so indecisive sometimes. Okay, I think I am going to go in with the lightest shade. These are gorgeous though. I'm going to start with Reveal, which is the lightest of the 3, and then, I don't know, reevaluate and see how I feel. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up because I just got word that the plumber is going to be here in like 20 minutes. So I don't know, yesterday they were so loud, so I don't know how loud they'll be today. Okay, that's really pretty, but I think I might go in with Indulge, which is the medium shade. I'm just going to put this on my other lid so that they're exactly the same. And then I might go in with the darker shade. Although, I don't know, maybe not. This does look really, really pretty. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I might regret this. Oh, this actually doesn't look... I feel crazy right now. This doesn't look that much darker on the actual lid. Maybe because I already had the other shade on. I don't know. Yeah, one more darker shade would be really nice for just smudging under my lower lash line. I like to do that with an eyeshadow, and this one doesn't have a dark one to do that with except for the shimmer shade, which I obviously am not going to put a shimmer shade. Well, maybe not obviously, but I'm not going to put a shimmer shade on my lower lash line. Okay, I'm not putting anything in my brows. I haven't really been putting anything in my brows except for brow gel. I actually need to get another one of these. This is the Laura Mercier brow gel. And oh my gosh, nothing has kept my brows in place like this. I don't know why I didn't try it sooner, but it is like glue for your brows and it is incredible. And I'm actually going in with my Laura Mercier Cake line. What is this? cake eyeliner. Tightline cake eyeliner. I always get the name wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna do this off camera because I'm terrible and I need to get right in front of the right in front of my mirror to do it, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute and go in with Saucy and Midnight from the Tarte Maneater palette with this little smudge brush under my eyes. Anyway, the reason that I wanted to do this video in the first place is, like I said earlier, I think that Instagram, I feel like I've done a decent job at really stepping away from it in a way of like, I know that it is everyone's highlight reel and I can truly step back and see that, but I will say that everyone falls into the trap. Actually, I'm not going to go in with Midnight, I'm just doing Saucy because I feel like that's enough definition for what I'm going for today. And then also from Buxom, they, in their whole White Russian collection, White Russian is their most popular shade of their lip gloss. So they came out with this like special edition packaging in the full-on lip cream. And then they also came out with a actual lipstick in the shade White Russian. So I'm gonna try both of these out. I actually haven't, well, I've tried out the lip gloss, but I haven't tried out the lipstick yet. Anyway, I realized that after I got pregnant, I saw all of these accounts of these other women who were just like living their best lives being pregnant, having these healthy pregnancies, eating green smoothies or drinking green smoothies and like working out every day, and just all of this glamour around their pregnancies. Okay, that is way pinker, I guess, than I was expecting. I'm gonna put the gloss on top. And I just felt like that was not my experience. If you have not seen my pregnancy videos, I am very, very real and raw in them. I will link them up in the cards and down below if you're interested in that. But yeah, I was just starting to feel inadequate and like I must be missing something or doing something wrong. And then I also was feeling guilty because 2020 was straight up just a great year for me. We got engaged, we got married, we got pregnant, I gained a new nephew. Like, it was just a whirlwind of a year of like life changes and life events for me. And I realized that 2020 was so tumultuous for so many people, and I was starting to feel guilty, like if people were watching me and everyone's in the middle of this crazy global pandemic and the world seems like just one big dumpster fire, and I'm over here like, oh, I just got engaged, oh, now I'm getting married, oh, our wedding plans changed because of the virus, but now we're doing a backyard wedding, here's all my backyard wedding content. I just was starting to feel like I was painting an unrealistic picture of life, and I was feeling really, really guilty for that because I never, ever, ever want to paint that picture. I don't think it's realistic, and I just, I guess, wanted to put a little bit of realness behind myself. And I posted a picture on Instagram on New Year's Eve talking about kind of everything, but I just turned 34 at the end of the year, and when I was 30, like 3.5 years ago, I had just ended a terrible relationship that was like very much emotionally a roller coaster. And I was single, I was sad, my businesses were not doing well, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pay my bills. Like, I had essentially run out of money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my mortgage, and I already owned my home, so I was like completely stressed, sad, and I felt lost. And it was like a few years of that. Just even when I was in that last relationship, I just was not happy. So I had gone through like 3 to 4 years that every year around New Year's I'd be thinking, next year is my year, next year is my year, and I kept saying that, and like then the next year would come and just it wasn't. And now I feel like I continued on just putting steps in place, trying to work towards everything that I wanted, and now it's easy for me to look back and say like, oh look, it all worked out for me. But the reality is I watched all of my friends get married and have kids and all of these things that I wanted for myself, and I truly did not know if I would actually get those things. My sister-in-law, actually, she's 10 years older than me, and she told me maybe like a year ago, well, no, it's been since we got married, so within the past like 6 months, she had told me that when I was, I think, 21 or 22, I had told her I was worried about not meeting someone, and she was like, are you kidding? You have so much time. I didn't even meet your sister until I was 31. And then she said when I turned 31 and was still single, she was just like, uh-oh, this could be bad. What if she doesn't meet someone? I gave her all the hope in the world that I didn't meet someone until I was 31, but now she is. And after meeting Adam, so many people in my family had told me that they were concerned that I was never going to meet my person. And like, believe me, I was too. And it's just, now I'm so happy that I did not settle or end up with somebody that I had dated in my past. But it just goes to show that things in life do not just unfold in the exact way that you want them to. And believe me, I have like my full next 10-year plan laid out of like exactly what I want to happen every single year for the next 10 years. And like, I need to be fully aware that that's not going to happen. So I think it's just really an important message to know that if you follow me and you've seen all of these life changes and you've been thinking, okay, the plumber just got here, so if it starts getting loud, I apologize. I'm almost done with my makeup anyway. But if you see my post and you see all of these like crazy life changes happening, it's because of a lot of other things that happened for the years before all of this stuff happened. So I just wanted to kind of give you a reminder of that in case social media is getting you down, especially right now. I think all of us are struggling a little bit, and it's hard. The comparison game in general is just hard in life, and I want to be a realistic picture of what life actually looks like. Even with like our house demo stuff, like we live in an old house, an old small house. We don't live in a new construction build. I think my house was built in like 1950 maybe. So yeah, we live in a very different way than I think most people do, and this is not our forever home. This is not my dream home, but I do just want to give you guys kind of like a more real picture of life instead of a glamorized picture of it. So this is just your reminder to start off the new year being kind to yourself and continuing to work towards your goals, even if you're not exactly where you wanted to be or where you feel like you should be yet. Because if you just continue putting one foot in front of the other and working towards whatever it is that you want in life, whether it is a family or love or career success or you know, family success or whatever, you can do that, but you have to, no matter how hard it is, continue to be resilient, because humans are more resilient than I ever knew. But I feel like I've proven. All right, I just finished up with the rest of my makeup. Well, it's just my mascara. I did my second coat of it. But the moral of the story is that you are strong, you are resilient, you are worthy of every single thing that you want in life. And I hope that as you scroll through social media and you see all of these people in different stages of your life, of their lives, that you are not comparing yourself or feeling like you are missing out on something because you have no idea what got them to the place that they're at. Like if you scroll back on my social media, you will never see another relationship. I never even shared my family or my personal life until I was in a better spot mentally, and you would have never known that I wasn't because I didn't share that part of it. So just know that you only see a very small fraction of what is shown, and 99.9% of people's lives, you have no idea what's going on. So do not compare yourself, or at least try not to. I know it's hard, but try not to, because if you continue putting one step in front of the other, you can get every single thing that you want out of your life. So that is just kind of what was on my heart about the new year and seeing all of these amazing posts on what was going on in people's top 10 or top 9 on social media and whatnot. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little insight into not everything is as it seems, and just like a quick reminder of that. Anyway, this is the completed look. I will link every single item that I put on my face down below in the description box. I feel like this would be a really cute look for Valentine's Day. Obviously I'm wearing pink and then the pink lip, and I have kind of like a pinky eye, so it's kind of like a monochromatic pink look. Everything will be linked down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and hanging out with me. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you have not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.